Hello and welcome to Adventures in Reading. Just a little history before we get started. I've been teaching for 20 years. I am certified as a reading specialist, a special educator, and an elementary teacher, and I currently have two sons in grades 10 and 12. Let's take a look at my Google Classroom. So when students go into the Google Classroom, they can see all their classes, and it looks something like this. If I jump into one of the 8th grade classes, you can see that in the stream, that's where announcements are going to be posted. Assignments will not be posted there, but it's important that students are reading what is in the stream. Now that we're in the classwork tab, this is where the classwork, the remote assignments, the face-to-face assignments that are in school are going to be posted. I have my classwork tab organized with resources first. So there's my Google site, library book delivery, the text-to-speech and speech-to-text tools that your child can enable to access text in all of the classes. Next, you're going to see that our assignments are organized by the week. I am putting the remote and the face-to-face in-class assignments under the same week tab. Let's jump back up to resources. So with my Google site, there's a lot of information here. This is going to link you to Google Classroom, and it gives you my email. When you take a look at the next page, it's just a little bit more information about me. Course expectations. If you have not had a chance yet and didn't get a chance to see the first week's assignment, it was for you to review the course expectations. So if you take a look at 8th grade, you can read over the expectations here. There are also some live links in there for you as well. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you turn in the 8th grade parent course expectations acknowledgement. It's simply a Google form, and it looks like this. All right, and there it is. When you scroll down to the bottom, you'll just need to hit submit, and it gives you an opportunity to also ask me a question if you have any. Okay, and let's see if we go down to materials, just making sure that your child does have that book to read. And in this class, as long as they had a reading folder, I offered them a reading folder. They didn't have to take it, but they will be using that for maybe a handout here or there. But they could actually use a folder and share that with another class as well. We're not going to have a lot of I guess you would say hard copy paper handouts. It is going to be more online. Remote days and Google codes. So there is my period 3 classes, and you can actually sign up for Guardian summaries if you would wish using that information. And then reading resources, again, like I had mentioned, the text-to-speech and the speech-to-text tools that are built into the Chromebook. There's a video telling you how to get to them there, and some other options as needed if your child needs those. Okay, back in the classwork tab, we are going to take a look at library book delivery. That is actually 2 steps. First, your child has to put the book on hold, which there are directions there for that. And then they need to complete a Google form. What will happen then is the librarian will actually bring the books to the class. It's important they complete this process by Fridays at noon, and then the books will be in our classroom on Mondays. Okay. So down here again, where the remote and the face-to-face and class assignments, they're all going to be kept here and organized by the week. Right now, our remote assignments are going to be focused on our independent books, but they could also be an article or a response to an article that they need to be completing remotely. Also remembering that they do have a goal of reading their independent books for about an hour or 2 during the week, depending on their schedule, and that also is included in some of the remote work as well. So if we back on up to the stream and exit Google Classroom, we are going to continue talking about reading. So in this reading class, we are going to be looking at an application of reading skills to comprehend text. So the students will be making connections, questioning and monitoring, using inferences and interpreting, determining importance, summarizing and synthesizing, and evaluating. So they're going to be pretty busy on that one day. There will also be opportunities for peer discussion that promotes more complex responses to text, supports perspective taking, listening skills, and peer interactions with the group work. There will also be opportunities for debate, which requires the students to use evidence from the text to support their opinions and provides practice opportunities for speaking in groups. The reading routine, every day bringing that reading folder to class, having that independent reading book, and of course their agenda books. And MMS has adopted the CATS code, and the CATS code is looking at some of those basic expectations, such as coming to class prepared and following directions. And of course, on those virtual days, making sure that if they're asked to comment on an assignment or something in public, making sure they're appropriate and keeping themselves organized. Basically, in this class, you are going to earn your passing grade by following directions, completing both your class and remote work, asking for help when you need it, and just doing your personal best. All right, guys, let's team together. You can email me at any time you have any questions or concerns, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Thanks so much for watching.